Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. Happy Friday to you. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Flea Market. That's a flea right there. That's a flea. And obviously his twin brother, the other flea. It's the TheDailyWoo. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 8 to 5. And it's Friday, TGIF, everyone. So that means that this flea market should be open, correct? You would be incorrect in assuming that, because this flea market that holds a special place in my heart and in my mind for years moved to St. Cloud, which is right over there, St. Cloud, Florida, about a mile or two. Just on the outskirts of St. Cloud lies the Osceola Flea Market, Osceola Flea and Farmers Market. When I first moved here in 1991, I would come out to this flea market every weekend, usually every Saturday or Sunday, spend some money, buy some trinkets, buy some good old-fashioned garage sale stuff scattered on tables. It was a bustling, thriving environment, and now it's not. Now it's completely closed, completely abandoned, completely desolate, and nothing more than a memory. And that memory resides right over there. Look at that. Completely empty. I've now parked my van at this little shopping area that used to house the Osceola Flea and Farmers Market office. I think there's actually some shops that might still be open here in the front, but the office is closed. Used to actually be some gas pumps out here. Many times did I wait at this light to turn in or to turn out and go out into traffic after I purchased an exorbitant amount of goodies from the flea market. I would always pull my car. Before I had my van, I had a car, and then I had a minivan, and then I upgraded to the big van. So we're talking 1991, we're talking 23 years ago. I used to cruise right through here. So over 23 years of memories. The last road trip I did, I returned from this, and my dad told me about the fact that this place had closed, which is pretty crazy. So returning home from my last current past road trip, coming back, the place is now completely empty and closed, never to return again. Probably will eventually be bulldozed, and there will probably eventually be some sort of apartments here or a shopping center of some sort. This is Highway 192 here. That's the turnpike running north and south from Miami all the way up to Ocala, Gainesville area. So that's the turnpike. This is Highway 192 leading from Kissimmee, Disney World down that way, all the way to Melbourne, Florida, St. Cloud, Florida. Right over there. You see some of the old signage. Parking in the rear. You could actually park in the back of the flea market, but a lot of times I would get here so early when the flea market would open, I would actually secure a spot right up front. You'd go through this gate and you'd park. Sometimes if I get here a little bit later, though, it would be really busy, really packed. This was definitely a thriving, packed flea market. You see a lot of the no parking signs. They didn't want you parking out here. They wanted you to actually go in the flea market property and then park. So behind it, we have tons and tons and tons of parking. I believe there were 4 rows of vendors. You can see all this fencing is now fallen over. This is actually a huge, or was, I should say, a big part of my life. Happened right in here every weekend. I would buy things from here, trade things from here. I became friends with some of the vendors that worked in here. I had almost every single row memorized, who was where, what they were selling, what they had. They were excited to see me. I was excited to see them. Huge flea market thrift store guy right here. I'm not a big fan of new box stored items. I definitely like vintage things. And this was definitely where I got a lot of stuff. In fact, I used to have a car when I first started driving. When I was 17, I got a car, 18. Came out here, had that car, 1991, right over here. See where that car audio sign is? Right there. Right where I'm pointing my finger, there's a car audio sign. That used to be a window tinting business for years and years and years and years. I had a Ford LTD, I believe it was a 1984 or 1988 Ford LTD. In 1991, I got a used car. Came out here, tinted the windows. I was Mr. Cool, cruising around in my tinted windows, and I have them right there. The people that owned that little shop, the window tinting shop, to thank for that. Just tires there on the road. Kind of blows my mind actually seeing this place like this. It's very sad to have something from your youth and your past, something that you really enjoyed and look forward to every weekend. You bring your friends out to it. I would bring my friends out here anytime anybody would visit, or I would congregate with my friends on the weekends. We would always come out here and look for bargains, look for deals, brag to each other on what we had found, the nestled goodness that we had careened into a bag. For a few dollars, you could get 10 different items full of good, wonderful things. And now you can get nothing out here, nothing, except maybe some bug bites or maybe a slithering snake that has actually made this abandoned place its home. So I pull my car right through there. If the parking up front was full, but I got here too late, I would pull down this road and I would drive all the way around to the backside. So I actually utilize this road hundreds, if not thousands of times. You see this little sign right here, speed limit 10 miles an hour. They didn't want people speeding through here, careening here at a rapid pace because there were so many people, so many pedestrians and shoppers walking across. They did not want vehicles mowing them down, running them down. But now if you were to get your vehicle in there, you could pretty much drive more than 10 miles an hour. You could probably drive 100 miles an hour. You could pretend that this was the Autobahn, because honestly, there is not a soul out here except for me and the cars passing by, going to their homes, who probably wish this place would get bulldozed, because it's kind of becoming an eyesore now, which is very sad, because to me it's not an eyesore. To me it's a wonderful memory of my past and other people's past, and a sign of the times, which is kind of interesting. I did a vlog here when it was starting to slow down. They started to close off a couple of the rows. Probably about a year and a half ago, I did a vlog inside of there. I called it The Supposed Death of the Flea Market. You can look that up. I was wandering around in here. There still were a few booths open. And I asked this question. I'm going to ask this question again. In this economy, which is not bustling like it used to be, you would think that used goods, flea markets, and thrift stores would be thriving. So why are flea markets closing? What is the reason for that? Very interesting. You would think people would want to save money, so flea markets would actually be increasing in number instead of declining. So that's curious. Leave some comments down below if you have any idea or opinion on that subject. But for now, I'm just going to keep showing you around. My hand is actually through the barbed wire. Look at this. You're actually inside the barbed wire. You were just in there. Right there. Multitudes of baseball cards were purchased by me inside of there. An incredible amount of Nintendo games, Nintendo Entertainment System games. I'm a big NES collector of sorts, or I used to be. Don't really collect anything anymore because I'm traveling around. Don't have an apartment anymore. This is back when I had an apartment, I had a house, room, all that good stuff, and I would actually buy a lot of items that I could actually collect, adorn the walls with, put things in drawers, put things on counters. I don't really collect things anymore. Maybe I'm part of the problem because I'm not shopping at flea markets. Maybe I am to blame for this. Actually, in all actuality, I actually do buy a lot of things still at flea markets. Little knickknacks, you can find them all around my van. Or I'll buy something cool and give it to someone, or I'll stash it in a box, or something. So I still spend quite a bit of money and a lot of time at thrift stores and flea markets. Thrift stores seem to be abounding still, but flea markets, which is very odd, are not. There was 4 different rows. On the middle row, actually not the middle, there is no middle of 4, but on the second row, right over there, used to be a little restaurant area where they serve, like, I use the word restaurant very cordially and very flippantly, because it really was just hot dogs, hamburgers, snacks, popcorn, stuff like that. And there was a big karaoke area. People would go out there in droves. The weekends, people would line up to do karaoke right there in the middle. Sometimes they would have live bands. This whole area was completely packed with people all out here. And now there's really nothing. Now it actually says beware of dog. I'm not really sure if there is a dog out here. Remember I was saying how there's probably snakes slithering around the countryside? Maybe there's a dog and a snake. Wouldn't it be weird to see a dog and a snake walking around out here? There's a person behind me in a truck wondering what I'm doing. No clue whatsoever. What, at the flea market? They're probably wondering, why is this guy either talking to his phone, or maybe he's thinking of breaking and entering into the flea market. I'm going to go with option 1. Really no reason to go inside there. This is a one-way street. A one-way street right here. Actually, they're just taking a picture. Maybe they're taking a picture of me. I don't think they're taking a picture of the flea market. They're probably taking a picture of me to report the fact that I am reporting on the fact that this flea market is now abandoned. You can see a sign right over there that says, remember to lock your vehicle and take your valuable items with you. I always heeded that warning because I was always scared someone was going to break into my car and take my items while I was trying to buy other new, old-fashioned items inside. But there's no one out here now doing any thievery in the parking lot. In fact, there's no one out here doing any sort of anything except me doing a vlog and that person taking a picture of me doing a vlog, which is very weird and strange and unusual. Just imagine this entire parking lot filled with cars, tourists, locals, all kinds of people out here going inside in droves. I used to walk right through there about 1 million times, right through that entrance. There was a guy right there that made license plates and cool little artistic things. That guy was there for years. There was another guy that sold darts and dartboards. He was here for over 20 years, became kind of friends with him, knew him a little bit. I recognize a lot of different people. There was a guy over there that used to sell VHS. That's right, VHS. I used to buy VHS cassette tapes on this first row halfway down. A lot of memories out here, pretty wild. Over there used to be a tire place. And then over there was what they call the garage sale area, way off in the distance. That was the first thing that actually started to decline. I came out here and the garage sale area went away. And that's when I knew, eventually, the flea market here in Osceola County, the St. Cloud Flea Market, will eventually be gone. And my prediction is correct. The flea market in St. Cloud, Florida. The Osceola Flea Market is now empty and abandoned. All right. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna let you guys go. There's a person over here, another person, wondering what I'm doing. I'm getting eaten. In case you're wondering why I keep putting my hand down on my legs, it's because I'm getting eaten alive by ants. Florida ants and red ants are not your friend, folks, but I am your friend. So make sure you subscribe. Check down below for my t-shirts. Also, TheDailyWoo.com and the social networks can all be found down below. And let's leave some comments about flea markets. Why are they declining? They should be ascending. It's one of the most magical things, retail-wise, in the world, in my opinion. I love old school vintage goodness at cheap prices. All right, have a great day. Love you guys, bye.